Cash?
Yes, I get real cash back just for buying the gas I was going to buy anyway.
But is it a hassle to use?
No, it's super fast and easy, and I can cash out whenever I want.
That's a total no-brainer. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LIFT for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code LIFT. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LIFT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LIFT.
Are you ready to rock, boys and girls?
Behold, it's the single greatest thing on earth.
Are you listening to me?
It's the Greg Pogue and John Burton Show. Brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel.
Let's take some calls from the public, shall we?
Call or text now. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Call us or send us a text on the WNSR text line. 615-844-5600. 615-844-5600. Call or text. Same number.
Hold your nose because the bull's about to fly.
Ow.
Now, here's Greg Pogue and News Channel 5's John Burton.
Ow.
5 for 2.
Good Thursday morning to you. How you doing? It was a good start, good day for you. Greg Pogue, John Burton from the Strike and Spare Family Fun Center studio. Patton Cook off today. We've got AJ, Adam Johnson, and the big black pumpkin, Damon King. What the heck?
Just call the big black pumpkin.
He's Brother Pumpkin over there. Look at him. That's too much orange.
That's a lot of orange, man. I walked in, I was like, "What
much
the?" Yeah,
orange.
Well, yeah, he got a little upset with me. I said, "You ready to see Nico throw 4 interceptions and lose a bowl game?" He's like, "Nah, man, nah, it ain't happening, man."
So
no, shout out though. I'm looking forward to seeing Nico on the bowl game.
Can I say it?
Gil,
Nico.
no.
Oh.
He said,
Can I say it?
"What?"
Good.
It's Nico time in Tennessee.
Can you say his last name?
No.
Nico Iamaleava.
He doesn't. We got to get a picture of brother pumpkin.
Brother Pumpkin.
Brother Pumpkin over there. My
Boy,
gosh.
he is big orange through and through. But yeah.
It is orange, jump, top, bottom.
I'm
inside.
telling you, man,
Is
he
your
is-
underwear orange? I trust you.
Man,
Your
he is-
toboggan's orange.
He is giving his all
Yeah.
for Tennessee today. I see him. Shout out, bruh. How you doing, Poggy Bear?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just got ball games. We've got OVC action starts tonight.
Mhm.
Conference play starts, I think, next week in the SEC and most of the Power Fives.
Mhm.
But UT Martin at TSU tonight. We'll have that around 7:30 right here. And I'll be talking with the Brother Pumpkin again tonight. He'll be in producing that. He's a rock star.
Well, the first time I saw him was, I don't know, a couple months ago. He doesn't say hi, doesn't say, "Hey, I enjoy your work on News Channel 5." He's like, "Hey, man, you don't be talking about Tennessee enough." I'm like, we only talk about him every damn day during football season. But, too much is never enough. So there you go.
So Titans back out there yesterday. 15 players on the
Yeah,
On
they got the 15, 16 players on IR.
Yeah, well, or the
Or the not practice list. Or...
no, what do they call it? Just the injured list. It's not the injured list. The injured list, not the injured reserve.
Right.
Yeah.
So
but, they're
a bunch of guys banged up. And what Vrabel did was he split the practice up. He had some guys indoors in the bubble yesterday. Some guys that really, the guys that are banged up, but you kind of know what you have in them. They were in the bubble, kind of like a walkthrough, I believe. This is what he was saying on Tuesday. And then the guys that, are healthy, A, and B, need the work, were outdoors. So it was kind of one of those war of attrition type, late in the year, just trying to get 45 or however many guys to suit up on Sunday against the Texans. So, they are a banged up football team, but it's been the case the last 3 years, to be honest with you.
Danico Autry just was rested. Trey Avery, knee. Also, I think his butt's on fire. He got scorched a few times.
Yeah, DK Metcalf took him to school.
He'll do that to a lot of people,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, DK Metcalf's a bad man, bro.
But, with the signing of 5 new players to the practice squad, development squad, they're going to get right back out there. We're going to see a lot of it. And I don't think that they're going to expose a lot of the position players to any more, quite frankly. But I do think that Levis, if he's ready, I think I've heard pretty much a consensus, quite frankly. Yeah, we understand the risk.
Mm-hmm.
We understand the risk. But this is football too.
Well,
there
you get
is
paid
risk.
to play,
right.
and my podcast partner Keith Bullock had a great tweet yesterday. I gotta look it up, but he basically tweeted out. He said, he basically called out the players in the NFL. Of course, Keith was a terrific player here for many years, as we know. By the way, we do a podcast together. It's called What's Good with KB and JB Podcast Show. You should check it out. It's available on all major podcast forums. It also runs here Saturday mornings on WNSR.
At 10.
At 10 a.m.
Right.
Thank you. Yep. And he said, I'm paraphrasing here. He basically said, just because you're a little banged up, don't go on IR. Play it out. Play out these last couple of games, even if you're not going to the playoffs. And, you're putting good stuff on tape. It's to help the culture of the team for the future. You got to play. You get paid to play. So I would understand the temptation, though, right? If I'm a player, my knee's a little sore, my ankle's a little sore. We only have 2 games left. We're not going to playoffs. Man, put me on IR. Nah. Well, Keith is basically saying, just go out there and play, bro.
And a lot of that depends upon where you are in your contract. If this is your last 2 games you'll ever play with the Titans, they're going to not re-sign you or they're going to cut you. Maybe a little different thing, because why give them, something that you're not going to get back in return? But then again, they pay you to be out there.
Yeah, so, that's the thing. And, like I said, you're auditioning for your next team, right? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. 20 years ago, this never even would be a topic. Guys opting out of bowl games or, guys going on IR when they're a little banged up with a couple weeks to go in the season. That's not going to, result in the playoffs. But, man, it's a different world out there. I'll read you Keith's tweet. This is from Keith Bullock's Twitter, or X, at KBull53. Current NFL players, please stop going on IR because you're sore and hurting from the vigors of a long season and your team is out of the playoffs. Finish strong, make plays, and keep leverage for any future negotiations. It's a business. You may be messing up your bread in the future. Shrug emoji.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't think people want, to have somebody that will shut it down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough because it's such a, this is such a dangerous, violent sport. And, there's a 100% chance you're going to get injured when you play in this league.
And there's nothing guaranteed outside of your bonus.
That's, exactly. Your contract's not guaranteed.
Right. If they didn't like you, they'd say bye.
Right. Part of me says, man, you're asking me to go out here and play these last 2 games when there's nothing to play for. I'm out here risking my health, but this is what you signed up for. So I see both sides of it, but I kind of favor more what, Keith is saying, right? That's just how I see it.
Preds last night. The Carolina Hurricanes are good, by the way. Just let you know that.
Well, I think this is a lesson. The Preds are playing well and they're fun to watch right now. But I am far from a hockey expert, but I will say this: when you're playing a good team, stay out of the box, because the Preds gave up 4 power play goals last night to the Carolina Hurricanes and pretty much got embarrassed on their home ice.
Yeah, 5-2, Nyquist and O'Reilly with a couple goals, but I guess a lot of it was the fact game number 2 of the goaltender, Yaroslav Askarov, right? Askarov. Askarov. Ask and this is how you remember it. Ask and you will be told. Askarov. He made his season debut. He's now played in 2 games, right? So he was out there last night. Got called up because Lankinen was ill. He got called up during the day, and then, of course, when UC last night and the Preds struggled, got in there last night, 21 years old, turned back 6 shots. It was his home debut as well, so noteworthy as well for Askarov last night. The future has arrived.
He's the future. He's their top goaltending prospect, and he was drafted high, and they have high hopes for him for the future. Obviously, the future is now with UC Saros, but looking down the road, they're hoping he can kind of take the handoff from UC, like UC got the handoff from Pecorino.
Yes, so the Soros last night, just one of those nights, right?
Yep.
Gave up 5 goals on
Well,
19 shots.
Listen, you're playing undisciplined hockey, and you can't spend a whole game killing penalties, especially against a good team like Carolina. They're going to make you pay, and that's what happened last night.
Yep.
4 power play goals. I mean,
Thing about it is the Preds went on the power play 6 times, right?
Yeah, they got They got 1.
Yeah, I think so.
Was O'Reilly's goal a power play goal? I know one of them was. I think it was O'Reilly's goal, but yeah. So, just one of those games, one of 82. I mean, but the last couple of losses have been pretty disheartening if you're a Preds fan. The Dallas loss on Saturday, and then of course the like you said, just one of those nights last night, and stay out of the box against good teams.
So they are on the road Friday. This is, I think, their first back-to-back of the year. Is it? I think so. Maybe.
No, they've had at least 1 or 2. I think.
Okay.
They've had they had a couple of weekend back-to-backs already. Saturday, Sundays. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Tomorrow night.
At least one that I remember.
Yeah, 6:00 in Detroit, and then Saturday night, 6:00 in Washington against the Capitals. Maybe it's the first road back-to-backs. Maybe that's what I've heard instead of a home road.
No,
home
they
road.
had a couple of weeks ago they played in Toronto on a Saturday and Montreal on a Sunday, or I might have that reversed, but no, they've had road back-to-backs. I don't think have they had a home back-to-back? Yeah, I think they have. So, anyway, you can go back and look at the schedule.
They open the season with a back-to-back. I don't see any other back-to-backs. I don't know. Maybe I thought that Toronto was like a Friday.
No, they had I'm pretty sure they had a Toronto-Montreal back-to-back road.
As we scroll through here, Damon, how you doing, man? Nico time in the city?
I got a question about hockey.
Leafs Canadians, you're right, 9th and the 10th.
I got a question about hockey. Why is the season so long? It seems like they start, like in the middle of football season and it goes all through baseball.
It's 82 games, same as the NBA.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just seems so long, though, don't it? You think it's too long?
No.
Really?
41 home games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe my interest would be up
if you cared.
If I didn't watch as much football as I do,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a long season, just like the NBA. A lot of people say the NBA season is too long.
Yeah, and that speaking of NBA, I'm not that tournament is a weird thing too. That was kind of weird, John.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get why Silver did it because he wanted the NBA to have attention right in the smack, like you said, because it starts right smack in the middle of football season, and people don't normally pay attention until Christmas Day, right? That's usually like unofficial opening day for the NBA.
Yeah.
But as Pogue and I were talking about earlier this week, the NFL just bogarted that because, you remember Christmas Day is the NBA's day.
Oh, yeah.
We had 3 NFL games on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And
Thank goodness.
I told Pogue, I go, I feel bad for the NBA. He's like, screw the NBA. I don't care.
They're big boys.
I was like,
Put
wow.
your big boy pants on.
Yeah,
but I always thought that there was like a handshake agreement. Like, listen,
I
NFL
so too,
Thanksgiving's your day. We'll give you Christmas Day. Maybe we'll have one game. Now, Christmas was on a Monday this year, so maybe you have the Monday night game. But it was, and to ask people during 3 games, and the second one, Giants Eagles, right in the middle when you're supposed to be having Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a Giants fan. I choked on my dinner because we lost to Philly.
Quite frankly, I can do both. I can eat and watch TV at the same time.
I'd rather watch football, though, because for me,
football's always on in the background.
How many times can you see LeBron play in L.A. against the Golden State Warriors? I mean, really, it's like every week.
Yeah. Well,
at least I think in football it's better because they don't play every other week,
Yeah, but, the Lakers are one of those teams where they're always going to be on, just like the Dallas Cowboys are always going to be on, which makes me sick.
The Yankees, Red Sox.
The Yankees. Yeah. Well,
let's play some Detroit Pistons. They need some encouragement,
Oh, man, by the way.
28?
I'm glad you brought that up, Damon.
Did they lose again last night?
I don't know if they played, but but after they set the record, well, their owner is a goofball. Now, he's a billionaire. Tom Gores, I believe his name is. He, when a team goes on a losing streak like the Pistons have, right? People people need to hear from the front office, the ownership, like, what the hell's going on? How are you going to fix this? So the owner of the Pistons has one of these, like, Friday night media gatherings with quote-unquote select media, which we've seen that in this city, by the way, right? And he basically said, you know, they've been chanting at Detroit Pistons home games, sell the team, right? And he's like, well, you know, things aren't going well right now, but, you know, we're working to fix it, this and that. And so they asked him, they said, well, what do you know, people are chanting, sell the team. How does that make you feel? He goes, that's ridiculous. How about this quote, guys? He said, other than winning, we've done a lot for the Detroit community. Big deal. You're a billionaire. You gave a toy to a poor kid. Your team sucks. What are you going to do about it?
And when's the last time Detroit won a championship?
2004.
Has that been that long?
Yeah.
Is that Dumars?
No, the Bad Boy Pistons they won back-to-back in 89 and 90.
Wow, it seemed like that's the last time they were relevant.
2004, they had Rip Hamilton and Rasheed Wallace and Tayshaun Prince. They were known as the going-to-work Pistons because they didn't have a superstar. Remember, they beat the Lakers. Oh, yeah. Lakers were going for a four-peat, I believe, and they lost the first game of the finals, and then they swept the next four. So, yeah, but I just thought what the Pistons owner had to say was absolutely ridiculous. Tone deaf, you know, super rich guy that just doesn't understand, you know, the way normal people think.
All right, that gets us going wide open this morning. Call 615-844-5600. Greg Pogue, John Burton Show, the Strike and Spare Family Fun Center studio. Damon King sitting in. We'll get into some bold stuff, but a few things. Do you do New Year's resolutions? Do you have any? Do you have any New Year's resolutions for your sports teams? Do you have any New Year's resolutions that you made that you actually fulfilled? Got one of those that you actually lived up to past February 1st?
I'd have to go back and think, so probably not.
Yeah. Huh? All right. And in the meantime, talking to whatever, 615-844-5600.
Do you ever feel like gambling is causing financial strain or hurting your relationships? The Gambling Clinic has been helping people who want to change their gambling habits for over 2 decades. With physical clinics and remote online appointments, we're here to help you make informed decisions about your gambling so it doesn't lead to a bigger problem. Visit us at thegamblingclinic.com so we can work together to help you win your life back. This project is funded by the Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services.
In Tennessee, 967,430 people struggle with hunger, and 295,570 of them are children. That's 1 in 7 who struggle with hunger, and 1 in 5 are children. People who are hungry are not necessarily living on the streets. They may be in your child's classroom, in your neighborhood, or just down the street. In addition, many of these people live in food deserts, which are areas more than 10 miles from the nearest grocery store. Often there are limited resources to get food, and the only option is fast food or convenience markets. While processed food may help with hunger pangs, it provides little to no nutrition. What began in 2008 as a dream to buy land, grow food, and give it away has recently developed into a way to serve and impact more individuals in the community. God has blessed our mission to be a healthy food source to those in need so much, By Faith Farm had to create a nonprofit to continue meeting the need in the community on a larger scale. Visit ByFaithFarm.com to get involved. That's ByFaithFarm.com.
Want even more excitement on game day? It's time to get on Prize Picks, the best way to win big on fantasy sports. Here's how it works. Just pick 2 to 6 players and choose more or less on their stats. If you get them right, you could win up to 25 times your cash. It's quick and easy to make your picks, and with fast and safe deposits and withdrawals, Prize Picks is the place to play this season. Prize Picks has awesome weekly promotions, and they're the only daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy, keeping you in the game even if one of your players goes down. Sweat it out, watch your entry update in real time, and continue the fun by making picks on second half and fourth quarter stats. Take your game day experience to the next level with Prize Picks. And right now, you go to prizepicks.com/primetime and use code primetime. Prize Picks is matching your first deposit up to $100. That's prizepicks.com/primetime with code primetime for a 100% deposit match. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for more details.
The Locksmith Company, our full-service locksmithing expert, is asking listeners to please donate a toy to Toys for Tots this holiday season. You could make a difference in the life of a child. This message is brought to you by The Locksmith Company, a proud veteran employer. For all your residential, commercial, or automotive locksmithing needs, call today for a free estimate or 24/7 emergency service at 931-801-5427. 931-801-5427. And also visit the LSCO.com. The Locksmith Company is looking forward to seeing you.
The TSU Tigers men's basketball team of fifth-year coach Penny Collins are coming off a top 3 OVC finish last season and looking for much more this season. Led by preseason all-conference guards Marcus Fitzgerald and Kenyon Hodges, the Tigers face an impressive non-conference schedule that includes Oregon, Lipscomb, Austin Peay, Indiana State, and Liberty, and tip-off league play on December 28th at Gentry Center versus UT Martin. Hello, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to join longtime TSU broadcaster Albert Dawson on all of the games this season right here on Nashville Sports Radio WNSR.
Some shows make you rip out the dial. Greg and John make you rip out the whole radio. The Greg Pogue and John Burton Show.
It's Greg Pogue, John Burton Show, presented by Omni Nashville Hotel. Bowl season, bros and gals. 10 o'clock this morning, we got a bowl game. Only in America. On a Thursday, December 28th, bowl game, Boston College, SMU, 10 a.m. on ESPN.
No, the Ponies, SMU. You know, I was a big SMU fan when I was a kid. Back in the Pony Express days when they had Craig James and Eric Dickerson in the backfield. I think it was Hugh McElhenney was their quarterback, and all they did was run the option. They were fun to watch, and I'm telling you, if there's one 30 for 30 you got to watch, it's Pony Excess, about how they were just blatantly cheating their butts off at SMU because it made no sense. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, they were like a national power, and they got all these 5-star recruits. You know what I mean? Like the two biggest recruits in the state of Texas were Eric Dickerson and Craig James, and SMU got them both. Wonder how that happened.
Well, it was the oil rush down there. I mean, the whole Southwest Conference.
Oh yeah,
was only Arkansas was the only non-Texas member.
Right.
Well, I guess Oklahoma. No, they were in the Big Ten, right?
They were in the Big 8.
I mean, Big 8 at the time, not the Big Ten, the Big 8, obviously. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and so but to this day, Eric Dickerson claims that Trans Am that he that suddenly showed up in his driveway before he went to SMU is his grandmother's. So,
well, of course it was. It was just, but how did she get it?
I mean,
it's hers. We understand that it's your grandmother's, but how did she get it?
He can't even keep a straight face when he says it. He's like, it's my grandmother's.
Yeah, of course. All right, let's just say it was your grandmother's. So she went down there and stroked that check.
Yeah, apparently Grandma was balling. She was doing well. So there you go.
So
it's called Pony Excess on if you have ESPN Plus. They have all the 30 for 30s on there. You can stream it. It's really good. I highly recommend it.
Yesterday, did you watch any of the games yesterday?
In and out. Good to see Marcel Reed get some check last night for Texas A&M.
Marcel comes in and plays, of course, true freshman, son of Rod, and true freshman out of Montgomery Bell Academy. He looks the part.
He does, man.
He looks. Now
he was slinging it too. I mean, he's going to get a little bit bigger, a little stronger,
and richer.
Yeah.
No, I guarantee his collective.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be well into the 6 figures.
I've heard that
probably that's or more.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good
for a starting quarterback in the SEC.
Yeah.
What's Nico getting? Right. He got he got $2 million, didn't he? To sign. That's what I hear. I don't know.
What you get? Y'all passed the hat around there, Big Orange Country there?
I wasn't in that meeting.
Hey,
I wasn't invited to that meeting.
That's a hell of a lot of McDonald's bags.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm telling you. That's a bunch of McDonald's bags.
It's so funny you say that because, back in the day, SMU got, accused of all that scandal.
Mm-hmm.
What they did then.
But they were blatant about it. That's the thing. Like the NCAA was like, listen, we know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just stop it and everything's cool. And they're like, blank you.
You think they can get away with it now?
They were just like, they were open. They were pretty open about it. The NCAA came back and said, We're going to tell you for a second time. Yes. Please stop doing this. Don't do this.
They gave them several warnings.
Blank you, NCAA. We're doing what we want. And then, they got shut down. They got the death penalty.
Right.
And that program really hasn't recovered since.
Well, I don't know about Nico, but he's doing pretty good, I think, probably now, especially since he's starting.
Damn, Marcel. I'm looking at his numbers right now. I didn't realize. I knew he played well. 20 of 33 for 361.
Oh, so that's that was Ron Reed's son?
Rod Reed, former Tennessee State head coach.
I didn't realiase that. Okay.
Yeah. He's a great young man.
Originally committed to Ole Miss, ends up at Texas A&M.
He looked good, too.
Yeah. He was slinging it, man.
Yeah, that was a good game at the end. I thought they was going to come back. I'm like, they only got 50 scholarship players, and they about to beat Oklahoma State.
That's got to be tough for these coaches, right, guys? Because it's a bowl game. You want to win it. I'm sure coaches get a nice little bump in pay if they win a bowl game, right? Get to and win a bowl game, and then you got these kids opting out left and right. And you're trying to field a competitive team and win a football game. That's got to be tough.
Yeah, I feel really sorry for the people who created the situation.
Oh, I know. I understand
they
that.
They created the situation.
They did. You're right. But I'm just saying. I can't. It's hard for me to feel bad about college football coaches.
You've been feeling sorry for a lot of people lately. You felt sorry for the NBA.
I do feel sorry for the NBA.
For multi-million-dollar head football coaches.
He's saying
you feel sorry for the NBA.
You're just a heartless blank. I thought
I feel sorry for people who deserve it.
You just became a grandfather. I thought maybe there'd be more empathy in your heart.
My empathy is for people who deserve it, not the NBA. Okay, or not college football coaches who made millions and whose universities created this awful situation that we're ruining college athletics.
So you don't feel sorry?
I have no empathy for any of those.
You don't feel sorry for Jimbo?
I have empathy for people who are malnourished, who need food. That's who I feel sorry for. I don't feel sorry for the NBA.
You don't feel sorry for Jimbo Fisher then?
No, hell no.
What was his buyout? $76 million.
He can't coach anymore.
What was his buyout? $76 million. Poor guy.
You notice he hasn't said anything since then.
I'm sure that was part of the agreement. Hey, keep your mouth shut, or you don't get your money. I may or may not have been involved in something like that when I was employed in another city.
What?
Is this news you can use?
What now?
When I left Channel 4 in Pittsburgh,
they stole things.
No. I got laid off, and they basically
took a chair.
No, I had 2 years left of my contract. They paid me for one, but it was contingent upon, just say nice things about us going out the door, or if if we deem it, appropriate, we can, withhold what we've agreed upon.
I've had those radio jobs are often in Middle Tennessee, aren't they?
I kept my mouth shut when the media, the person that covers the media called me up. I said nice glowing things. I said, hey, it's a mutual agreement. Moving on, feeling good, and I got my money. So there you go.
Such a nice guy, Greg.
It is. I feel so sorry for those NBA guys.
You're a heartless blank. You know that?
How am I a heartless blank if I don't care about the NBA? There's a lot of things I care about. There's many things I care about. The NBA and they're getting their precious Sunday, Christmas Day games without the NFL interfering. It's not one of them.
Heartless blank.
So I think you're heartless that the only thing you care about is those kind of things.
No, I care about a lot of things.
Okay,
bro.
but you're putting me in a box because I don't care about that. So the only thing you care about are the multimillionaires. You don't care about the little people. I can play that game back the other way.
I am the little people.
I can play the game both ways.
What are you talking about? I don't care about the little people. I am the little people.
Now, let's all have a moment of silence for the NBA.
You're a jerk, man. You are.
And Jimbo Fisher. Hold on.
Jimbo Fisher.
What's old Nicky? Old Nicky Nick Saban up at Congress. Right. So we can't pay players.
Right.
We need to regulate this. This is out of control.
Now they're driving cars off the Mercedes lot out here.
I can't walk to national championships anymore. I actually have to compete for them.
Your
Poor
favorite
guy.
person's on the phone.
There's old Tony in Nolensville. What's up, Tony?
Hey, Tony.
Good morning, gentlemen, and good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Tony.
Guys, guess the next time I'll talk to you, I'll be next year.
Yeah.
So
your last call of 2023.
So you taking off tomorrow? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. So we're not going to hear from you tomorrow.
I don't think you are there tomorrow, are you?
According to the people who employ us, yes, we are.
We are. There, yeah,
I
we will have a
thought
show
y'all were gonna
tomorrow.
be off this Friday also. I know Darren and that group is.
Well, that was the announcement they made, but I'm finding out something different.
I was gonna say, Damon, you're a part of that.
Yeah,
right?
David, y'all got to circle the wagons on the McFarland show,
there
bro.
There may be a change of plans right here. So
I don't
I
think,
just
and I
broke some
guarantee
happy
you,
news
Darren's
to Greg
sitting
and John, or you just got some bad news.
No, yeah, Darren's sitting at home right now throwing crap now.
Yeah, hey, you asked, was there a resolution or something that you made early the year that you held on to it?
Yep.
I did one thing. I avoided more stairs this year.
Attaboy.
I said in January I wasn't going to do as many stairs as I did last year, and I held to it.
It's the small victories in life, Tony.
One thing, you see these players, like last night, I watched the USC game, and to see a backup quarterback, Caleb Williams, come in and throw 6 touchdown passes in his first career start, broke all kind of records last night. We see all these players opting out, but there's still a lot of players behind those guys. Excuse me. There's a lot of players behind those guys that are still good quality players, the upcoming players, and it's still fun to watch these guys develop, even though they might be with a different team next year, or you're not going to see them but only maybe for 2 years. Don't y'all agree with that?
Well, yeah, I have to dig deeper to see what the secondary, how many people were opted out from that defense. I need to break into one of them individually down, but it's where we are with college football, where the transfer portal opted out to choose not to play in anything but the national. And I guess there is one or two every once in a while say, I'll play. But if if you're Marvin Harrison, why the hell would you play? That's for I understand the camaraderie, I understand the team, all that, but for a bowl game that means nothing.
Well,
Look
look at Jackson
John,
Smith
you
and
might
Jigba
know.
last year. Hang on, Tony. Look at Jackson Smith and Jigba last year, right? Ohio State was in the Final Four, and he opted out.
That's tough.
You know what I mean?
You're playing for a ring.
That was interesting. But then you look at Alabama, Tony. They played in a quote unquote meaningless bowl game last year because they didn't make the Final Four. But Bryce Young and Will Anderson both played.
Right. Is there any type of information, I don't know what to call it, a cumulative thing that would show how many players overall have opted out?
I'm sure there is.
There
I'm too lazy to look for it.
Yeah, and you can also there's a place you can go get the daily entries and exits of the transfer portal, because a lot of them come in, but a lot of them are returning back to their original teams too. I got one that came back, was offered $50,000. That's what he was, and then he opted. He got in the portal, came back, wanted the same deal. Said, sorry, buddy. They offered him $5 million.
Did you
Rick,
get to
are you
keep the
going to
50?
go with me and John and Eric when we go see The Claw?
No.
Yeah, I got to figure out when I'm going to go and see that. I got a few days off here, so
John,
I think I'm going to go check.
It's going to be, it's got to be a pretty good movie.
And I want you to sit with Tony on the chair to your left and Eric on the side to your right. I will go to that. I'll sit like a row behind.
You imagine us four sitting there watching
and
a movie.
throwing popcorn at you.
Well, Eric will just be talking through the whole movie.
Very good stuff. Hey, guys, I'm going to tell this quick story. I want to say this real quick. This is from Bandy Lance. I hope he's listening. He told me this story. Y'all were talking about SMU. When SMU when they were resurrected and got to come back, I think their very first game, Greg, correct me on this, wasn't it against Vanderbilt at SMU?
I don't. I was at that game. I was covering it. I was the beat writer. I don't think
Andy Lance was there. I was not.
I actually rode the bus.
That.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
But he told me that, and y'all need to check with Watson on this next time. But SMU just beat the hell out of Vanderbilt, and they have that horse, a Mustang, that they run up and down the track every time they scored a touchdown. And I think the score was like 45-0 or 49-0, something like that. And Vandy Lance said he said they're going to kill that horse because they said it was running it from one end zone to the other every time they scored. And he said he looked at that horse one time and its tongue was just hanging out. I said, damn, that was terrible. So, but yeah, ask Watson about that horse next time.
Yeah, I don't bring up that game to him.
I can understand. Guys, happy New Year.
Yeah,
I
Talk
think
to y'all.
Happy
and
New Year.
If you're on the air tomorrow, I might call in. Might holler at you. See ya. Thank you.
See ya.
Well, we'll be. That game, sort of the beginning end for Watson, from the transfer from the game to the hotel, the team hotel. I popped on the bus that had the AD Paul Houlihan on there.
Mm-hmm.
He was lit, and he was also mad. I mean, his face was so red. And by the end of the year, even before the season was over, I'd already had Jerry DiNardo hired. All right, we're going to take a break, and before the season was over. Yep. But it didn't come out until like after the season. But he had been seen on campus, and Houlihan totally mishandled that situation with Watson. All right. And, Jerry and I are friends. Watson and I obviously are friends, but I just thought it was totally mishandled by the administration and certainly by Paul Houlihan. All right, we'll take a break. Want to call 615-844-5600.
Trusted for creative design and committed to both the function and aesthetics of your smile, Jody Jones Dentistry for 26 years has provided a wide range of general and cosmetic dentistry services along Nashville's Music Row and coming soon to Hermitage and Murfreesboro. The Nashville leader for cosmetic dentistry provides a unique luxury environment for patients who want his famous Hollywood smile. Just ask the country music stars, actors, athlete. Yeah, he was 8 years the dentist for the Predators to display his celebrity smile. To learn more, visit JodyJonesDDS.com or call 615-259-5100.
We all know that Nashville life can get hectic. In the middle of all the madness that is life, don't forget to take care of yourself. Treat yourself to Nashville's ultimate relaxation experience at Mocara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel. With services for men and women, Mocara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel is your one-stop shop for full-body treatment. Begin your experience in the exquisite relaxation room, then enjoy a full-body treatment or even a couples massage before finishing in the salon. Located on the 4th floor of the Omni Nashville Hotel, Mocara Spa is Nashville's highest quality self-care oasis. To book your experience or gain information on packages, call Mocara Spa today at 615-761-3600. Again, 615-761-3600. Or log on to theomnihotel.com. And with every booking, you'll have free valet parking and rooftop pool access to enjoy the Music City skyline. And through Labor Day, enjoy the 4th floor spa terrace for only $20. Mocara Spa at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Michael Fabiano here, and if you want even more excitement on game day, it's time to get on Prize Picks, the best way to win big on fantasy sports. Here's how it works. Just pick 2 to 6 players and choose more or less on their stats. If you get them right, you can win up to 25 times your cash. It's quick and easy to make your picks, and with fast and safe deposits and withdrawals, Prize Picks is the place to play this season. Prize Picks has awesome weekly promotions, and they're the only daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy, keeping you in the game even if one of your players goes down. Watch your entry update in real time and continue the fun by making picks on second half and fourth quarter stats. And right now, when you go to prizepicks.com/primetime and use code PRIMETIME, Prize Picks is matching your first deposit up to $100. That's prizepicks.com/primetime with code PRIMETIME for a 100% deposit match. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
I'm a retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing. After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak. My name is Julius Gaines, creative writer, poet, photographer.
Meals on Wheels. 1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
This is the Greg Pogue and John Burton Show.
Couldn't be happier for you.
Well,
Papa Pogue.
12:26 a.m. yesterday morning. Grace, Alice Rose, 8 pounds, 1 ounce, 20 inches, and all is well. I didn't cry when I held her for the first time. I'd already cried the first time I saw her.
Greg Pogue and News Channel 5's John Burton, WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
You're listening to the Greg Pogue and News Channel 5 John Burton Show. Text or call the show at 615-844-5600 and tell John that Jordan is better than LeBron.
By the way, I'm looking at SMU's first year back after the death penalty. It was 1989. According to this, what I'm looking at here, they didn't play Vanderbilt.
No, I don't think it was the first year back. It was, I think, maybe the second or third. Forrest Gregg was the coach.
Yeah. He left the NFL and took a pay cut.
All right, we'll take a couple calls, 615-844-5600. Carl, good morning, Carl.
Good morning, Greg, and congratulations on your granddaughter.
Thank you.
You can't beat having a granddaughter. Hope you have two. I've got two, and they're the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, thank you I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, it is amazing.
Speaking of the NBA, I never watched regular season games ever until Ja Morant started playing the game with the Grizzlies a week and a half ago. Those games are just exciting like you wouldn't believe. It's amazing how much spirit he's got in that team, and he's so cool. That game against New Orleans a couple of nights ago was probably the most exciting game I've ever seen, and they were behind, I think, 15 points in the fourth quarter. They were behind 6 points with 30 seconds to go, and he's taking a break, cool as a cucumber, and it is the most exciting thing I've ever seen, and that team is just unbelievable, and I'm watching those games more and more, and it's just really exciting. Really exciting.
Well, you can listen to the games right here on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have the games on radio and watching on TV.
Yeah. Well,
combination.
Eric Hasseltine, their play-by-play guy, friend of show.
But he's such. That's why I think everybody's hoping that he can keep himself together because he's such a fresh breath. Quite frankly, the way he plays, a lot like Allen Iverson, but just sort of that recklessness that he has. But he's a player. He can flat play that game at a level of being a top 3 or 4 player in that league on an annual basis.
He's one of those guys, and there are a few of them in the league that you feel like they can get a bucket anytime they want. And he's explosive, and his basketball IQ is very, very, very high. And you're right, Greg. I know the league needs him, because he is the future of the NBA. Guys like him and Luka and Joker and some of these young stars that we have in this league. And, he's right there at the very top. And absolutely, I think we all hope and pray that he keeps his nose clean, just keep playing and keep being the superstar that he is.
That's for sure. Well, Happy New Year, guys.
Thank you, Carl.
Thanks, Carl.
Appreciate the phone call.
See you, man.
All right, 615-844-5600.
You're right. It was 1990, and SMU played Vanderbilt. They won 44-7.
Yeah, I didn't think it was the first year, second year. All right, and yeah, it was ugly. Doug Watson was the head coach. Doug Matthews was the defensive coordinator, and Steve Sloan was the offensive coordinator. Doug, good morning.
Dougie, fresh.
Good morning, man. You guys have got something going on NIL-wise. You went from a general to a king. You have Mr. King this morning. So you guys got a good squad. You got a King, you got a John, and you got a Greg. Pretty nice squad there.
You got Papa Pogue here, Grandpa Pogue.
Yeah, so nice squad. I was watching the game last night with Marcel Reed in mute and didn't know that the starting quarterback had gotten hurt. But to see the progression from the first half to the second half of Marcel was nice. I mean, just the more he got into the flow of the game, he got more active. He got his legs involved. Good to see a local talent do well it's a bowl game, but it is a football game. But to see him do well like that was nice to watch. I'm pretty sure that Daddy O was pretty happy. It was fun to watch an active game like that and just to see him do well. So I didn't know if you guys, well, you said you'd watched it.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I was following along.
The
Then obviously
progression was really nice. It was beautiful.
Marcel's just, I think when did I start? He was about 8 or 9 years old when I began doing the games and Rod doing the coaches show. He would come in and often with Rod to the coaches shows, and just a fine yes sir, no sir. Yeah, just a fine young man.
Before
really
his senior
is. Yeah.
season, had him in studio for Sunday Sports Central for a sit-down interview, and very, very well-mannered, polite young man, and I think the world of his dad, Rod Reed, and so it was fun to watch him. It really was. It would have been nice to see him bring him all the way back and win it, but man, he's got a future in front of him.
Close but no cigar, but I've seen him at a few camps at high school. And, there's some guys that have a lot of swag, and kids that begin to feel themselves once they recognize that they're at another level in talent. But him, never. Always classy, always respectable.
Well, I tell you what, he moves around. He's a smaller version, in my mind, of Lamar Jackson, the way he plays.
I was going to say Randall Cunningham.
Yeah,
because
I can see the Randall Cunningham,
too. Yeah, because he's kind of like lean and slim.
Yeah. I can see that, too.
I mean, as a Giants fan, that man tortured me for many, many years with the Philadelphia Eagles.
I wish I'd have known it at the time.
Thank you, man, for the morning time.
That was fun. Come on, hug it up.
No.
What are you doing over there?
I'm mad at you.
You're mad at me?
No, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you
because you defend the woe-begotten NBA.
You are a heartless blank.
We'll go get food line for him or something. All right, what are we doing? Oh, by the way, Damon, tell us about end of the year.
Yeah, you got a big event coming up, man.
Holiday party, Friday, 7 o'clock, Friday Night Live. Enjoy the old school jam, Soul Train line.
Yeah, you know about that?
Oh, I am right up there.
Your granddaddy.
Don Cornelius to be tight. Slide music and more, and karaoke, limited seating.
Yeah.
Reserve your seat, $5 in advance.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's a Cash App information.
Yeah, I got that. What's that?
Damon King 1020.
Dollar bill.
Yeah, that's
Dame
that's
King.
what you have to put in front of.
Oh, is it dollar bill
Yeah.
instead of the ad? All right. Well, and tell me about it.
Well,
what are you doing, man?
It's the end of the year holiday party. It's gonna be tomorrow night, Friday, December 29th, 7 p.m. I want to invite everybody to come out. We're gonna have a good time. It's old school Soul Train. We got slide music. We're gonna do some karaoke. John Burton said he's coming to sing some Boys to Men or something like that. So that'll be fun. And I'm going to be DJing, and we got a saxophone player, Miss Charlene Robinson, who'll be there. So this is at the place out in it's in the Old Hickory area, 1053 Donaldson Avenue, right off of the Old Hickory, where old DuPont plant and all that Old Hickory area. You know where they said
Rhythm in the Village. Is that a place?
That's a restaurant.
That's the name, Rhythm in the Village.
They're gonna have food, drinks. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be great.
Look at you.
It's for the grown and sexy.
It's
right?
for the grown and sexy. That's right. But it's only $5.
I got the grown part now.
It's $10 at the door. But if you come and say you heard it on 560, I would give you $5 at the door. How about that?
Look at you, man.
Wow, how about that?
That's the radio in me, there, baby. Just the radio in me. But it's
We're
gonna be
kicking old school jam.
Man.
You know about them old school, John?
Come on, dude.
Lakeside,
bro.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I'll show you my old school playlist. Okay, you want to compare?
Okay,
bro. I got Lakeside. I got man. Listen, I got Steve Arrington. I got Gap Band.
Oh, do
I
you?
got SOS Band.
Oh wow, listen to him.
Hey, Damon. Don't let the suits and the proper grammar fool you, okay? That's what I tell people all the time. Don't let the suits and the proper grammar fool you.
Man, you're a dog. You're a dog. I know
He's a
that.
dog.
He's
an old school dog.
Speaking of which, I got George Clinton.
Oh, okay. You know what? I got more respect for you now than I ever had. That's not saying much. But
music is such a connector.
It is. I'm looking forward to, John, I want to see you there with your friends.
Hey, record it. Okay,
I'm going to record
it and put it up.
Yeah.
We'll share
We're going to
it.
play stuff for Greg. He's a granddad, so I know he probably can't come out at night too much. Can you?
Listen, I'm not breastfeeding. I'm fine. I can get out.
Yes.
All right.
But it is tomorrow night. Everybody's welcome to come.
All right. Thank you, Damon. Hey, you want to call the show, too? 615-844-5600.
Everyone loves Nashville right now. It's the perfect family getaway, but it isn't just known for its food, bright lights, and music. It's also known for football. The Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl is coming to Nissan Stadium on December 30th. Come see Auburn versus Maryland right here in Music City. The music, the food, the fun. Spend your weekend in Nashville. It's your family's perfect start to the new year. Tickets are available now at MusicCityBowl.com and on SeatGeek. Brought to you by Tennessee Lottery.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more.
800-649-0142. 800-649-0142. 800-649-0142. That's 800-649-0142.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
There aren't any cops around. After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
Hey, I can hold my liquor.
I drink and drive all the time.
If you put away some drinks, put away your keys. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
Grind into the new year. Catch Ja, Jaron, Dez, and your Memphis Grizzlies as they take on the Sacramento Kings this Sunday at 7 p.m. Get ready to celebrate a new year and a star-studded show. Secure your tickets for the Grizzlies New Year's Eve game by visiting Grizzlies.com. Give the gift of Grizz this holiday season with a 6-game holiday pack. The best prices on the season's best matchups, including the Lakers, Clippers, and more. Holiday pack starting at just $30 per game. Visit Grizzlies.com/packs for more information.
The Greg Pogue and John Burton Show, or as we call it, Two Men and a Baby.
615-844-5600. You want to give us a call? Put you right on the radio. Right here, right now. Had the hot chicken. It's not a how many you can eat now. I understand that they had the who could eat the most Nashville hot chicken. You know, the between the teams last night, Auburn and Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think Auburn won.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah. But you know those.
Yeah.
Do you do hot chicken? Can you?
I can.
mean, hot.
No, not hot.
Like
no.
when I go to
I couldn't.
Prince's-
You know, I'm from upstate New York. I couldn't even do hot chicken wings. I can do mild at best.
I can. It's
Medium. I can do medium.
It's a different. I can do hot wings, not the really hot.
Yeah.
But you know, like they've gone to nuclear and whatever.
Oh yeah, there's some places in Buffalo where I used to live where you have to sign like hold harmless agreements. No, this is no joke.
Yeah.
You know, I think at Duff's in Amherst, like if you get like the nuclear hot, you have to like sign legal documentation saying I'm not holding this restaurant responsible if I die or if my stomach explodes.
Or anaphylactic shock.
Right,
is what
exactly.
you go into.
Yeah, exactly. So
but Prince is medium. There's regular, mild, medium, hot, triple X, and
like why would
medium?
Why would someone want to do that to themselves?
Well, what it is,
like it doesn't even taste good. Like it tastes good, but you're worried more about your mouth being on fire.
It's called endomorphins. They're released. It's like the runner's high.
Endorphins you talking about?
What did I say?
Endomorphins.
Endomorphins. Endorphins. They're endomorphins. They morph into endomorphins.
They're endomorphin things.
But you know what? But it's like the runner's high.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what hot sauce. That pepper. That what is that? Now I'm gonna butcher another word. Is it pectin? That's in the peppers that you like the ghost peppers and all the hot.
Right.
The Carolina Reaper. You ever heard of that puppy? It's like 1,000, or the Scoville thing, like 1,000 times hotter than just a regular jalapeno. I think it's more than that, quite frankly.
Again, it begs the question, why? Why, I mean, those endorphins are only going to last so long, and then your mouth's going to be on fire. I don't know, bro.
Carolina Reaper, the hottest chili pepper in the world, was surpassed by Pepper X. Was developed. The Scoville.
Enjoy. Bon appetit.
Yeah, it's on the Scoville scale, like 1.6 million units. How about that?
How about it, bro?
Anything that says Reaper, it makes me think of the Bible. You're going to reap what you sow.
Well, I think of the Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper,
the
right.
guy in the black hooded with the sickle.
Yeah, that doesn't
Taps
sound
you on the shoulder, says it's time.
Blue Oyster Cult had a song called The Reaper.
Yeah, good
scary
song.
You're scary.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate the love.
The Brother Pumpkin.
.560 AM, 95.9 FM, Brentwood, Nashville, 107.9 FM, Smyrna, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
ABC News, I'm Richard Cantu. Republican presidential wannabe Nikki Haley getting some attention with comments on the Civil War. At an appearance in New Hampshire, she was asked what caused the war between the states.
I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do.
She never once mentioned slavery except to respond to the questioner.
What do you want me to say about slavery?
President Biden hit social media later to declare it was about slavery. Secretary of State Blinken and Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas met with Mexico's president on the migrants marching toward the U.S. border. Mayorkas calling the sit-down very productive. The Supreme Court of Michigan is keeping Donald Trump on the state's Republican primary ballot next year. The court declining to take up a challenge to his eligibility over his attempts to overthrow the 2020 election outcome. There are similar challenges underway in a number of other states. This is ABC News.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy. Pretty much hands off, They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief. The best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
WNSR.
Jackson Boone Racing. The youngest driver at age 19 to win the coveted Pro Late Model Series Championship at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Jackson Boone Racing. A local kid and Page High graduate who's been winning races since he was 8 years old. Jackson Boone Racing. Come join Red Street Records and Roy's Meat Service, along with the Boone Group, a market leader for your home financing needs. In supporting this rising star, visit JacksonBooneRacing.com to see how you can be a part of the journey and join us running up front. Jackson Boone Racing. Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel downtown is at the heart of Music City. Located within walking distance of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Bar Lines at the Omni is your downtown honky-tonk destination. Watch your team from any seat on their plentiful HD TVs and catch a live show on the Bar Lines stage featuring live music 7 days a week. Bar Lines has the ultimate Southern comfort food. Get started with classic fried green tomatoes or bourbon barbecue wings. Then it's on to the massive Smashville double stack or the world-famous Bar Lines grinder. Oh, you've never heard of the Bar Lines grinder? 2 kinds of cheese, lettuce, Dijon, smoked turkey, smoked bacon, smoked ham. Now that's some smoke you want. Local brews and local spirits are on tap at Bar Lines. Take a seat on the patio outside and soak up the rhythm of Music City. Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Open that one. It's for me.
Holiday instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Best gift ever! Wait, these tickets are already scratched.
Yeah, it was me. I was just so excited. But look, we won!
'Tis the season for epic cash prizes. This year, give the most winning gift of all. Holiday instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Oh, what game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Are you ready to rock, boys and girls?
Behold, it's the single greatest thing on earth.
Are you listening to me?
Welcome back to the Greg Pogue and John Burton Show. Brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel.
Let's take some calls from the public, shall we?
Call or text now. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Call us or send us a text on the WNSR text line. 615-844-5600. 615-844-5600. Call or text. Same number.
Hold your nose because the bull's about to fly.
Ow. Now, here's Greg Pogue and News Channel 5's John Burton.
Ow.
It is hour number 2. Call 615-844.
Dude, are you okay?
Just had a fit. I had a fit.
You did have a fit.
Yes.
Spreading COVID all over the studio.
No.
By the way, we're talking about hot peppers and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I guess Dougie sent me a text. I guess he could call back if he wanted to, but I'll try to read it in Doug's voice. You ready? Speaking of hot peppers, we had a pool once at work for someone to eat one. They popped it in their mouth, took the money pool, and walked away. The nurse at our job saw him and said he looked strange. 2 steps later, he timbered like a tree and passed out. Luckily, the nurse was there and told us to dial 911. The guy spent 2 days in the hospital. The pepper had shocked his system to the point of a dangerous situation. Scary stuff.
You know, a Carolina Reaper?
Yeah.
They ate one of those, a whole one? You don't even, want to put a tip of a toothpick on it and
well,
put
I don't know
in
if
your
it was
mouth.
Carolina Reaper. He just said it was a really, really hot pepper. It's like, again, I asked the question, why would you want to do that to yourself? Are the endorphins that?
I like hot sauce. I like
I like to put a little Frank's Red Hot on
Thai food's the same way. I can get there's 5 levels.
Mm-hmm.
I can get 2. Not even a 3, 2. Now Thai food is hot as crap too, man. I mean,
yeah, it's more spicy than hot, no? Or not?
It's both.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, all of them, you got to go sit in a creek later.
By the way, we've got what's the name of this bowl, Damon?
It's the Fenway Bowl. I can't think of the first part of it.
Who's
SMU and Boston College?
Boston College.
They're playing
0-0.
Wow, they're playing Boston in late December in a bowl game. Congratulations, guys.
At Fenway Park.
Yeah, it's basically a home game for Boston College here.
Here's one for you.
It's called the Wasa by Fenway.
How you spell that? W-A-S-A-H?
W-A-S-A-B-I.
Wasabi.
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 Oh, hold on a minute. What the
Wasabi? Oh, okay. That's
you know what wasabi is, right?
Yeah.
It's that goes with sushi, the green.
Oh, the Wasabi Fenway Bowl.
Wasabi is.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Wasabi.
Wasabi. He was the what's up.
What's up? Remember the What's Up guys in the 90s? Those guys were great.
It was the What's Up Fenway Bowl.
Yeah. What's up?
No, Wasabi Bowl.
Wasabi. Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Yeah. Fenway Park.
I failed English class.
Well, that's That's actually that's Japanese.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's the Wasabi Fenway Bowl.
Yeah.
Being played at Fenway Park in Boston. Wow, how
Oh,
about that?
okay.
do you know what wasabi is, right?
It's
It's a horseradish
Yeah.
root, and it's very, very rare, very, very expensive. As a matter of fact, the wasabi that we get with our sushi here and our most in our countries is a paste that you put water with. Well, you do not get pure wasabi. I don't think you can buy it probably anywhere on the marketplace in our city. Quite frankly, there are some elite restaurants. It's about $250 an ounce. I mean, it's very expensive, and it doesn't last very long either. What we have is a paste.
Speaking of hot chicken, by the way, my wife eats the mild, and they say it's actually good to help your system. It cleans out, and of course, it's hot, I guess, but that's why people eat it because they say it's good for them.
It is to an not to
but
excess.
not that
not that some guy died over here.
Right.
Yeah. Well, according to Dougie, it was a competition pepper, so he's in.
Yeah, I can't do the what the cluck. You know, they got one called what the cluck.
What the cluck?
Where?
At Princess Chicken.
What the cluck?
What the cluck.
Uh-huh.
That means don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Unless you're ready to die.
Well, it's a different too. Prince's is more in the seasoning in the chicken.
Yeah.
Where like a Hattie B's is like they dip it in the sauce before they serve
remember,
it.
Prince's is the original.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. You don't get me.
Don't get
started. Don't get me started on Prince's.
John, did you know that Prince's was the original?
I did.
You did?
I did.
You did? Okay.
Like not long after I moved here.
Did you ever go to the original location in East Nashville?
No.
Dickerson Pike.
Yeah.
I've driven by there.
Man, that was
and there's
bomb.
a line out the door every day.
That was the bomb.
A lot of famous people ate there. Then somebody got drunk and drove through the front of it?
Well, actually, what happened?
What happened?
We'll see what happened.
What had happened? Actually, honestly, this is what I was told by one of the employees.
Well, then it must be
that
true.
somebody was mad with the guy next door that had the clothing store, and they hired this guy to get a car to go because he felt like he had been taking his money because they were selling merchandise, clothes.
Yeah.
That he was supposed to have been paid. Well, the guy ran into the building with the car to get back at them, but he ended up damaging.
He missed. Swing and a miss.
And the reason they found out it was him because he actually apologized to Princess Chicken because it happened.
I was meaning to run into your neighbor's business.
Yeah,
with
my
my
bad.
car.
My bad.
They never reopened.
Yeah, well, they got the new one out at Tanger. They got the one on Nolensville Pike and down at the Assembly Food Hall downtown. So, yeah, good. Just classic. Those really good people. We did those 3 shows, TSU shows. Still got one in the hopper to work on here that I'm trying to pull off. So we'll let you know. But anyway, 615-844-5600. The Bowls are here. Nico, what about you, man? Is he the savior for you? Huh?
Oh, Nico?
Yeah.
I think Nico's going to have a good year. I don't think he's the savior because I think he's going to go through that up and down period, but he's gonna make people feel better. I think. Hopefully, we'll see after this game if it's the real deal because they're really pushing him. A lot of people anticipating him.
I think he's going to play well. I really do. I think he's excited for the opportunity. Heupel sounds like he's really excited to give him the keys to the offense and see what he can do. And Heupel's a good coach, especially offensively. He's going to design a game plan that's going to be able to, accentuate the positive with Nico and hide the negative.
And
whatever negatives there are.
I noticed with Joe Milton, he actually helped Joe become a better passer.
Yeah.
Joe used to overthrow everything.
Overthrow Joe.
This past year, Joe would he did a lot to the tight ends. That's why the tight ends got more involved in the running backs because he knew Joe didn't need to throw everything downfield all the time.
But it started in that Orange Bowl. He was throwing some nice deep balls with touch on them.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that got a lot of Vols fans feeling good about this upcoming season. But, you can tell Milton's mechanics, the way he throws the ball, especially deep balls, they've improved a lot under the coaching of Heupel.
I saw Nico play against Vanderbilt. I was at that game, and when he came in that game, the crowd went crazy.
Yeah.
He's
I was at that game
some
too.
talent now. He can throw the ball. And he's going to be with the first team, too. So
Yeah, against a really good defense, obviously.
Yeah.
Iowa's good.
It'll be a test, but I think he's going to play well.
We were talking about this yesterday that Nico was going to start. I think Austin Price or maybe someone up in Knoxville had broken that story that it was going to be Nico. But yesterday at Iowa's first practice on site in Orlando for the Citrus Bowl, they were practicing during that practice yesterday with a scout team quarterback wearing a number 7 gold jersey, which is Joe Milton. As the players were coming off, they were being interviewed. They were being told that Joe Milton had opted out. That was news to them.
Yeah,
they went through practice yesterday with going for now. They have to totally adjust for Nico. So that surprised them.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing actually the secondary at Tennessee because there's a lot of little young freshmen going to be in there. And remember the name, Ricky Gibson. That's the bad boy.
Keep an eye out for him. What time's that game on Monday? Noon? Citrus Bowl? Noon our time?
Noon or 11. Let me look. I got it right here. Monday, noon on ABC. Yeah. Okay. Tennessee.
Well, can't spell citrus without UT.
Okay, there. Well, I did that to Mulehead the other day, and he was, here we go.
Yeah. Vol fan does not like hearing that.
Speaking of Vol fans, Vol boy, good morning.
Hello, Vol boy.
Good morning. Whatever I didn't want to hear, I didn't hear because I was talking to your fellow. What's his name? I'm sorry.
Damon.
King Damon.
The brown pumpkin. Brother Pumpkin.
Yeah, Greg doesn't understand. This is big orange. This is orange balls here. This is what I have on. Thank you, ball.
Oh, he understands the pumpkin connection. Trust me.
Gotcha. Hey, when I ask you two seasoned sports professionals, what better way is there to prepare for your upcoming NFL draft than to go through the bowl season with your team? Do you think it's more of a fear of injury that has him, obviously talking about Joe Milton?
I would almost say Heupel with the news. I'm guessing, who knows, but just from 1,000 feet, that they were going to go with Nico anyway, and
if not start him, he was going to get significant playing time. And I think Joe was like, well, you know what? I'll get ready for the NFL draft. The pre-draft process.
Excuse me, I get all the guys mixed up, but one of the sports reporters from Knoxville, I heard just earlier in the week, I believe, or last week, was saying that it would have been Heupel's MO to go with Joe Milton. And for that to change that quickly, I don't know. He's only given up a week of practice, really.
There might have been. I don't know. There might have been a private conversation between Milton and Coach Heupel, and they maybe came out of it saying, well, maybe it's best if you opt out. Or, Coach, maybe it's best if I opt out.
Yeah, he's not going to do anything more to increase his stock, okay?
Right.
I mean, he can come out there and ball out. It's not going to increase his place in the draft at all. So, because you're doing it in a bowl game against who knows what's on the other side. I mean, I think they're like going through the dorms trying to get student athletes or students to play, right? Yep.
The intramural flag football guys. Get those guys on.
I'm really starting to get bothered by the players that opt out. I understand they're trying to protect themselves, but this transfer portal thing, they need to put a limit on it. I mean, these guys can just bop around like a pinball machine.
It's they're trying to put toothpaste back in the tube with everything, and
Right.
they've really the NCAA, the greed of the university presidents, the ADs, the greed. That's their fault. The situation was created by the ones that are being damaged by it.
Yep, it's going to take a scandal of some type. I don't know what, but I like to throw around stuff.
Well, what's going to happen. About half these kids getting NIL money are all going to be filing bankruptcy in about 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, and
they're already
on
because they don't put their contract laborers. You think they're putting 42% of every penny they get back to give back to the government? Because there's what's that tax bracket? 28%, 15% self-employment income on 1099 labor. because they're not going to make them employees. Then they become state employees. It's going to be it's going to be interesting how they do handle all of this. But do you think a young man gets $10,000 and he comes from a poor background and he's going to set $4,300 of that aside to give to the IRS?
Yeah, good luck with that.
I went to school with a bunch of people that weren't poor, and they would have blown it, and so would I.
Yeah, yep.
I know I would have.
I mean, there are people spending it, don't even have it once they get their credit cards. I mean,
no, man.
Yeah,
Worst decision I ever made in my life was getting a credit card my senior year of college.
Free money.
Yeah. You guys want to go to IHOP? It's on me. Spring break? Here we go, guys.
Wow. You took people to IHOP?
That was a great IHOP at Plattsburgh State. It was delicious.
Oh,
late night food.
I can do IHOPs.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Vol Boy, Happy New Year to you.
See you, Vol Boy.
You too, Papa Pogue.
Papa Pogue. Pogue.
Yeah, old Clay. Pogue.
Yeah, Vandy Clay, by the way, shout out if you're out there. I hope you're well. You don't hope he's well?
Oh, of course not.
You really are a heartless blank. I'm messing with you. Just jerking your chain.
We're efforting Rod Reed from the airport.
Okay.
Flying back. So, Damon, he may call here in a minute. He's just would call you right back getting situated at the airport. Of course, Marcel last night just, 360 yards.
Yeah.
Really brought Texas A&M back.
Made some nice throws, man.
He looks the part.
Yeah, he looks like a stud back there, patting the ball and just delivering the ball. Boy, he's gonna be good.
Yeah, and you wonder, what his value is, right? I mean, and the quarterback was hurt right the first play.
First play of the game.
First play of the game, right?
Yeah. What his value is, what do I always say, Pogie? You are worth whatever someone is willing to pay you. How about, speaking of which, how about what's going on with the Broncos and Russell Wilson, man?
Yeah, that's a mess.
Sean Payton benched him. He's, the new contract that he signed hasn't kicked in yet. I mean, if they move off of him, it's going to cost him an ungodly amount of money on the salary cap.
Yeah,
but,
dead money.
Dead money. But, I kind of like what the Broncos are doing. They're owned by the Walton family, the Walmart people. They got billions. And they're just like, you know what? It's not working out. I think Sean Payton came in. Somebody said this morning. I think Sean Payton came in and basically told owners, listen, I'll give it a go with Russ. But if it doesn't work out, I want the latitude to be able to, move off of him and bring my own guy in. And, Russ is kind of a quirky guy, and I just don't think he has the requisite skill set that he had a few years ago. But I like the fact that the Broncos are just going to say, you know what, we're moving off of him. We'll take whatever cap hit, we have to. I kind of wish the Giants would do that with Daniel Jones, but the ownership loves him. Like Mr. Mayor and Mr. Tisch, they love Daniel Jones because he reminds them so much of Eli Manning, I think. And, this guy's had 2 serious neck injuries, and now he's coming off an ACL. And I know they signed him to that contract last year. It's part of me says just eat the money, move off of him, draft a quarterback, and move on.
Well, with Russell, difference there, obviously, he's competed at the highest level, won a Super Bowl. And what they're going to do, they don't want him – if he gets hurt in these last 2 games – they're on the and he can't play next. They're on the hook for the $37 million for next year.
That is fully guaranteed next year.
So if they're going to move away from him, they don't want to pay him $37 million if he gets hurt in one of these last 2 games.
Yeah, it's similar to what the Raiders did with Derek Carr last year.
Yeah. Yeah, Marcel, man, I was so happy. I was trying to get exactly the final numbers for him last night, but trying to get Coach Rod Reed on is the move coming back from. I guess, where was that ball game? Was that in, where were they last night?
They were indoors. I know
they were Houston. Yeah, they were in Houston. Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. Call the show, 615-844-5600.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling. Located at 5410 Murfreesboro Road in the heart of Laverne, City Slickers is one-stop shopping for all your liquor, beer, and wine needs and has been a multiple winner annually in the Best of Rutherford County voting for Best Liquor Store and Top Wine Shop. Featuring the lowest prices, the best customer service with unsurpassed knowledge, City Slickers offers the largest craft beer selection in Rutherford and southeastern Davidson counties and has beer on tap at its Growler filling station. City Slickers also sells mixers, sodas, snacks, tobacco products, and the Tennessee Lottery, and can place special orders and assist with all your events and even wedding planning. Make sure you follow City Slickers on all their social media or just give them a call at 615-280-7469. That's 615-280-7469. Located in the heart of Laverne, City Slickers.
As the weather gets colder, the NFL offers Stay Hot on FanDuel. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 moneyline bet. That's $150 if your team wins. If you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time to get in on the action. The app is so easy to use. There's a wide range of betting options, spreads, player props, over-unders, and more. I like putting parlay bets together, hammering the overs, and anytime player touchdown bets always have me on the edge of my seat. So if you're ready to do the same, visit FanDuel.com/win and kick off the NFL season. That's FanDuel.com/win. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
21 plus and present in Kentucky. First online real money wager, only $5 pregame money line wager required. First online real money wager, only $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Prince's Hot Chicken, Nashville's original hot chicken, with 3 locations serving Middle Tennessee, south on Nolensville Road, 5th and Broad, downtown, and the new location at Tanger Outlet Mall. You can now order your favorite flavor of heat online at princeshotchicken.com. And don't forget dessert, including special holiday pies. Prince's Hot Chicken in 3 locations and princeshotchicken.com. Prince's Hot Chicken, Nashville's original hot chicken.
It's the NFL on Sports USA, and we're in the Emerald City as the Pittsburgh Steelers come into Seattle to take on the Seahawks. The Hawks know how to fly thanks to Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
Geno Smith throwing a slant by the goal line. Is it caught? Yes! Touchdown, DK Metcalf.
The Steelers always get the stop thanks to the electric defense of TJ Watt. It's the Steelers at the Seahawks this Sunday on Sports USA.
Coverage begins at 3 p.m. live on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Call or text the Greg Pogue and News Channel 5 John Burton Show at 615-844-5600.
615-844-5600. Call, show, we'll talk. College basketball tonight. We've got it 7:30. The tip-off between UT Martin men at the Gentry Center, TSU. OVC play. 9 weeks, 18 games.
Here we go.
As of now, I've got 9 straight Thursdays and 9 straight Saturdays.
Well, this
games
is where the rubber meets the road.
May get one flexed to a Tuesday. They got some flexing things. Is this what
You like that,
is?
David?
The OVC tournament in March.
Our true enemy has yet to reveal himself. It's from The Godfather.
John's so good, isn't he? Don't tell me.
Oh, he's wonderful.
It's wonderful guy.
Yeah, Pogie just loves me.
Just ask him.
Pogie just loves me.
615-844-5600. RD. What up, RD?
RD.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hello, RD.
What's the happening?
I told you in the past my grandson played with the Wade twins from Summit from 7th grade on.
Yeah.
He told me at Christmas dinner that the both of them are in the transfer portal and going to play for Coach Prime. Have y'all heard of anything like that?
Yes, I have. Both of them are in the portal headed to Colorado.
How about that? Okay.
It's Kentucky's
Well,
law,
maybe Dustin will try to switch positions and go to a wide receiver or something so he gets some playing time. What do you think?
I don't know that he's the top level quarterback.
I don't either.
Yeah. He's a great athlete.
That's what I'm saying, man. I saw that kid play since he was 12 years old. When he gets the ball in open field, he's amazing. It's an amazing thing to watch, the talent he has.
Was you?
Anyway, time will tell. Take care. Probably won't get to talk with you. So happy New Year.
Happy New Year, RD.
Happy New Year, and listen.
Look forward to seeing you in 2024, brother.
I'm going to get JB's, out of his comfort zone. We're going to get outside of the metropolitan area, and we're going to come to Cullioca and see you one day.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be
not meet
nice,
halfway.
guys.
We're going to come to the house.
Like I said before, I'll get just like a Motel 6. I think it's Motel 6.
Yeah. RD, do you live in Cullioca?
Do what?
You live in Cullioca?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's RD from Cullioca.
Do y'all know where Cullioca is at?
Sure.
That's deep in the country. That's fine.
Listen,
I'm from Columbia, Tennessee, RD.
Yeah,
so.
just south of, about 20 miles south of Columbia?
Yeah.
Cullioca?
You can't drive through there dark at night. But anyway, no, it's a nice town.
How about that? All right there, Damon. Yeah, we had a nice little conversation. I knew there was some reason I like you when I talked to you.
Hey, what was the restaurant we had lunch at in Columbia? What was that?
Buc-ee's.
Huh?
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
Not Buc-ee's like the...
I was going to say, they don't have a Buc-ee's in
No, but that's been there for how long, RD?
I don't know. It's forever. As long as I know.
You should know about Buc-ee's. It's right there on the main drag, Eric. If you're from Columbia, Damon.
But I haven't been home in a while to go to Buc-ee's.
Well, so what?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, RD. I'll have to go check out Buc-ee's.
All right.
Go check it out, pal.
Yeah, it's spelled
Happy New Year to you guys.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, RD. It's spelled BUCKY''S. It's a meat and 3 there. Really good.
Buc-ee's in Columbia?
Yes. What have you been talking about the last 3 minutes?
I just don't. I mean, I've never heard of a Buc-ee's in Columbia. Okay, just curious.
Well, then don't go around saying you're from Columbia.
Well, I gotta call my family.
When did you leave Columbia?
I'm missing out on something. I left Columbia in 1981. So it's been a long time.
It's been a minute.
I still go down there, but when I go eat, it's at home on Bear Creek Pike. You don't know nothing about that. Okay. Buc-ee's. Okay. I'm going to put that down.
There's going to be a new Buc-ee's like up around north of Bowling Green here on I-65 too. They're everywhere. They're popping up everywhere.
When I drive to Knoxville, Greg, that is the stop. We went up there, and that place amazed me. Buc-ee's.
Sort of scary, really, how big they are. But the thing, no trucks in there, right? It's all just. It's I get it. I went twice on my trip to Destin to do the games over Thanksgiving weekend down there, and on the way back, hell, I spent I don't want to go in anymore. I spent too much money. Hell, the damn jerky's it's $29 a pound. So I bought a half a pound of jerky.
Yeah, but that brisket sando is worth every damn penny.
I had the brisket.
I had the one with the cheddar and the bacon. Bruh.
That brisket
Talk to me.
It's off the chain,
Talk to me.
John. It is off the chain. I didn't even eat brisket before I went to Buc-ee's. And now I look for that when I go in there. It's like automatic. Oh, man.
Yeah,
I was telling people about it, too, and they was looking at me, why are you going all the way to
Well, see, here's the difference, Damon. The difference is if I'm driving by it, I'll go in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making it my destination.
Yeah. It's not.
Well, I did one Saturday.
I'm not getting off the couch and getting in the car to drive to Buc-ee's.
You drove 80 miles to go to Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I had to. I heard
for a brisket sando.
No, I didn't know about it at the time. I just knew that.
So it's a thing.
It was a thing.
Yeah.
And I got there, and thousands of people are walking around taking pictures in the gas stations out 100 miles. It was amazing. I'm like, did I just step into another world?
Well, remember our intern Ella Bobbitt? She talked about when she went in there with her mother, and her mother was just going. She was like, just rife with anxiety over all the activity there. It can be a little overwhelming when you walk in there. For the first time I walked in there, I was like, "Whoa, where am I right now?"
Yeah, it's a thing, and I did. I did on the way back. I got the brisket sandwich, and I'm not supposed to eat bread, but I did anyway.
I mean, it's a tasty
solid.
sandwich, bro.
And it's a show. They have it right out there,
Yep.
and when they pull the brisket out,
Mm-hmm.
brisket, or whatever they yell. What do we got here? You don't know. You don't know.
Do we have a mystery caller?
A mystery caller on the phone?
Please identify yourself, mystery caller. You're on the air.
It's Dana Dane.
See what I'm saying?
Who's this?
Stand down. That's all.
It's Dana Dane.
Oh, my bad.
Dane.
I guess I got to sing it now because he probably doesn't know where the sounder is.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, Damon's working today, so we don't. The sounders are not
hang
in
on,
play.
hang on. Dana Dane.
Oh, Dana Dane.
Never gonna let you fade away.
And you can hear that voice Friday night.
Right.
Friday Night Live.
At the karaoke.
And with DJ Damon King.
At the Rhythm in the Village.
All right. What's up, Dane? How you doing, man?
Hey, it kind of started that way, so you just taking it back to the original, man.
Yeah, once in a while I will bring it back to the original.
But anyway, so fellas, I got a couple of questions here. Yeah, you're talking about Henry flying the coop for the Titans.
Possibly.
Did you notice how hard he ran last Saturday?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He ran with a purpose. I did notice that.
I mean, so that kind of am I reading into it? He's definitely out the door then.
I think he runs hard all the time.
Yeah, I think he got embarrassed by the Texans, that performance against the Texans, and he wanted to, show whoever that, hey, I still have it. You know what I mean? So, he was pretty down after the Texans performance when he had 9 yards on 16 carries. I mean,
I don't worry about his want to. I don't at all.
Okay.
And I still and Dane, just to follow up on that, I still think there's a scenario where the Titans maybe sign him to another contract and bring him back. I could see that.
I hope so because I still think he's the best running back in NFL. But that's me. But and then the other thing is they're talking about this NIL stuff. And how do y'all think that's coming up? How is it going to be legislated when it all boils down to gravy? I want to know.
Man, do we want to go down?
I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole. Is there going to be a cap on the spending, or I don't know.
Not according to the NCAA.
Or does every pretty much the same thing. Does every school have the same allotted budget for NIL? I don't know.
No.
No.
You say no.
I say no. No, they will have each team will be able to spend a. If they go, what's going to happen? It's pretty radical, but I tell you, it's where they're moving to. But the new new president, rather, the NCAA, the governor of Massachusetts, Baker, the proposals he's put out was every team. They just put a 48 team where you can choose to be in it or not. The minimum payment will be $3,000 per student athlete. You got to balance that out with a Title IX, so you have to pay more than just football players. That minimum number, no salary cap, no transfer portal limitations as it is right now. So they will all break off and form a football only, the 48, and they will pay that out of their TV contract. Now, there's no salary cap. And quite frankly, there's free agency every year. Where in the NFL, once you sign a contract, you're under contract, right? Not, you could be traded or cut, or you can sit out. You can do all those different things, but you're still under a contract. And and it's still the way they did it. NCAA, you sign a 4-year scholarship 10 years ago, they're all renewable. They're not 4 years. They're 1 year at a time over 4 or a 5-year period. So it's going to be interesting to see where it is, but the NIL is all over the place, and they're just now trying to figure it out how to rein it all back in.
So you don't see any kind of collective bargaining thing?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Then there would have to be a union.
Yeah, you'd have to have a union.
You'd have
You're
to
right.
have a union.
You're right. Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Well, if you sort of answered my question, I'll have calls for another day.
All right, thank you, Dane.
Thanks, Dane. Happy New Year, brother.
And I'd shut my brain down for the rest of the year.
That was some serious jawboning. You are plugged into this NIL stuff. I can tell it's really an area of interest for you.
Well, I've been talking about it for a long time.
Yeah.
I've seen it coming and where it is and the collectives. I've seen every component of that, studied it quite a bit, quite frankly, and actually had been approached by some people to dip my toe in the collective arena, and I just didn't interest me. I just didn't want to go chasing, there's money, but where I am right now, I didn't want to go chasing that.
Yeah.
But there's money to be had in the collective business. Now, what they're going to do, they're going to eliminate the conduit. The conduit right now is that if I'm being recruited by, use the Florida quarterback that got down there and my money wasn't there, is that the conduit between the student athletes and the collectives and the recruiting and the athletic departments is the compliance office. So it all has to be, they're going to eliminate that. They're all going to come in-house. It's all going to be governed, and they'll create another 5 to 10 full-time employees just in that. So the collectives will still be there, but they will be run in-house. And a lot of these, the ones that are now, I can start a collective at I can start a collective at Vandy. I can start a collective at MTSU. I can start a collective at Montgomery Bell Academy.
Austin P, wherever.
You can't stop me. And I go pay the players, and you can't stop me. I'm just a big fan. And now you got to watch out for eligibility issues, and certainly taxation is going to be another thing. Like I was telling you a minute ago, these young men right now, in the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to have a lot of people go belly up because they did not prepare for the tax implications of the money they're getting.
Yeah. We did talk about that right at the jump. I worry about that, and just like I said, I just don't want to see the female athletes get exploited. That's a concern for me. So I don't know. There's a lot to sort out, but
so you do care about something other than the NBA.
Shut up.
All right, David, let's plug your
yeah,
deal.
Man.
Plug your deal, because we were just talking about it. We got John singing out there.
Yeah.
What do you got going on tomorrow night, DJ?
Well, I may or may not
DJ
sing, but I'm
Damon.
planning on showing up.
You plan on? I think you need to sing. I think the people are going to demand it. It's going to be like a special request.
A groundswell.
It's going to be a groundswell. When they see this guy walk in, look like a football player with all this gifts and talent, they're going to say, hey, John Burton. End of the year holiday party tomorrow night, Friday, December 29th, 7 p.m. Then put my DJ voice on it.
Yeah.
Friday night live, enjoy the old school jams. Got Soul Train. That was something Greg said he'd love to do. Slide music and more. Plus, you're going to hear some of your favorite karaoke songs. They're going to be all styles of music. And then we got a live jazz band player, live jazz saxophone player, Charlene Robinson. And yours truly, OG DJ, the OG of DJ, and Damon King will be in the house. Rhythm of the Village, 1053 Donaldson Avenue. You can call me for more information on. I'll be on from 2 to 4. You can check with me there.
Give that number if you want people to call you. I don't care. It's up to you if you want to put it out there.
Well, it's 615-485-4570.
So how can I go get $5 advance, 10 at the door? How can I go get them?
Well, you can. I tell you what. Anybody that says they heard it on the station, they can come to the door Friday, and I'll let them in for $5. But if you want to reserve a spot right now, you can hit my cash app at Damon King 1020. In the Damon King 1020, okay? And everybody knows you have a
cash app.
Yes, I do. I'm moved.
$sign
Damon King, DamonKing, Doug 1020.
Send money.
Yeah, Doug, come on out,
Baby needs
Doug.
new shoes.
Oh, Doug will be out there.
I love a Dougie Fresh to go Dougie. Hey,
you got to get him on the mic.
Yeah, get him sing.
Hey,
here's what we'll do. Have
this
him.
Is Dougie Fresh with the old school jam.
Have him introduce you.
Yeah, that would be great.
Well,
Doug, Doug, will you come in?
Why do you always put me on the spot?
Doug, get on out there. What time will you be there, John?
I don't know.
Yeah. And there's gonna be
John's committed,
there's gonna be a lot of pretty ladies out there, John. So
free ladies?
Yeah.
What are you implying that he pays?
Pretty ladies.
Pretty ladies, not free ladies.
Pretty ladies.
Ain't that kind of party, is it?
It's free ladies.
That's later.
The ladies are free.
That's the after party.
That's the after party.
Yeah.
There's
and after the party, it's the hotel lobby.
That's right. And it's limited seating, so you better get there because it's gonna be full already. We've got about 35 reservations already, so come on out.
Rhythm
in the Village.
In the Village.
Rhythm in the Village.
By the way, just for you, I went to see the URL address, website address.
Okay.
Brotherpumpkin.com is available.
Thank you for your help.
All right.
What time's the game tonight?
Brother Pumpkin, it's TSU game, 7:30, 7:50. You know, that sort of fluctuates because there's a women's game in front of it.
I just want sad if I want to be back since you
Come
talked
on
about
down. Come on down there. All right. Well, Well, I'm letting you, Brother Pumpkin, plug his event there.
Thank you very much.
All right. We'll take a break, call the show. Hey, we're winding the season down to do this.
Yeah.
Without Patton here, I pushed off doing our 25-year all Titans quarter-century team, right? We were going to do that today because I didn't want to overload Damon, And so, but no, Patton we'll do that tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because it's due. I got to turn it in Sunday. I'm just going to let everybody. I'm on the committee to help design the Titans 25-year anniversary team, and they gave me the pool to choose from, and those receivers were.
I think you and Darren on that, right?
I think it's Darren probably on it too. I think the only people from they're around from the beginning.
Yeah, so. I mean, it's funny because certain positions are no-brainers, right? Like we were talking about it yesterday, running back, tight end.
You get three running backs. It's
right.
The Pro Bowl, they're modeling after the Pro Bowl roster. They're not.
They have to be from the Titans?
Yes, the Titan. Okay. That's why it's the Titan 25-year anniversary.
Steve McNair's got to be on there, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, but the running backs, there's three. All right, you, Damon, can get those three.
Eddie George, Derrick Henry, and who else?
Come on.
He's got running from the cop speed.
2K.
Oh, Chris Johnson.
Yeah, Chris Johnson.
CJ 2K, man.
Right, you said 2K.
He had 2,000. Yeah,
really?
He's it'd be those are.
Wow.
I'm going to go ahead. That one's off the board. Okay, we're not. There's
no drama there.
No drama. Eddie, Derek, and CJ.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
who's your third tight end? Because obviously it's Frankie, it's Delaney Walker.
Are there three tight ends?
Or maybe if there's two, then we're done.
I'll look that up.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break, and I'll look that up during the break.
Brian Dennis Roofing and Construction is asking listeners to please donate a toy to Toys for Tots this holiday season. You can make a difference in the life of a child. This message is brought to you by Brian Dennis Roofing and Construction, serving up to 45 miles from Nashville with quality and pride since 1994. Specializing in residential and light commercial, storm damage repairs, roofing, gutters, insurance claims, and much more. Call 615-484-1425. 615-484-1425. That's Brian Dennis Roofing and Construction. They're professionals who care.
Your brain is an amazing thing, but as you get older, it naturally begins to change, causing a lack of sharpness or even trouble with recall. Thankfully, the breakthrough in Prevagen helps your brain and actually improves memory. The secret is an ingredient originally discovered in jellyfish. Based on a clinical study of subgroups of individuals who are cognitively normal or mildly impaired, Prevagen has been shown to improve memory. A Pharmacy Times National Survey of Pharmacists rated Prevagen the #1 pharmacist-recommended memory support brand for the 5th year in a row. You can find it in the vitamin aisle in stores everywhere without a prescription. Help your memory. Try Prevagen today. Prevagen. Healthier brain, better life. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Grainger presents The Ones Who Get It Done. As the college football season progresses, the excitement continues to grow with packed stadiums and cheering crowds. Each team still dreams of winning the college football national championship, but come January 1st, only 4 teams will remain in contention. The question is, will Georgia be one of the 4, and can they pull off another championship for a three-peat? Only time will tell. The Ones Who Get It Done has been sponsored by Grainger. Call, click, Grainger.com, or just stop on by. Say, for the ones who get it done, Grainger is offering high-quality supplies and solutions for every single industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and the experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facility safe and your people even safer. So, call, click, Grainger.com, or just stop on by. Grainger.com.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Tennessee needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
It's the NHL Winter Classic on Sports USA, and we ring in the new year in Seattle as the Kraken host the Vegas Golden Knights at the outdoor home of the Mariners. It'll be an action-packed matchup of the NHL's newest franchises. The Knights know how to cash in their shots with Eichel and Stone. The Kraken will defend with Dunn, Larson, and Grubauer between the pipes. It's the Cup champion Golden Knights and the Kraken outside in Seattle, New Year's Day, on your home for the NHL playoffs and the Stanley Cup, Sports USA.
Greg Pogue and John Burton in the morning. Better shows all day. Nashville Sports Radio.
Six 844-5600. You want to call the show?
By the way, Greg, you asked for Marcel Reed's numbers last night. 20 out of 33, 361 yards, no touchdowns, one interception, a QBR rating of 73.
Yeah, he looked the part, man. He looked so their quarterback got hurt in the first play, and he struggled. But I tell you, that second half, man, he brought him back, made it a game, made him a game with his legs, with his arms, with his savvy, football savvy.
He seems to really have a good grasp of that offense.
Yep. We'll see. Mike Elko, new head coach coming in.
Yep.
We'll see where he'll be. Let's get to Kevin. Bring in there, Kevin, Brother Pumpkin. What's going on, Kevin?
Mulehead.
How we doing?
Doing well, man.
What's up, Muley?
Good to see Patton serving his suspension. So, how long is it?
It's indefinite. It's like Draymond Green.
Well, about time he got suspended. He got suspended for all that Tennessee hate. So, I'm glad to see Adam put the foot down.
That's what happened, huh?
No, I don't think Patton has been suspended. No,
I'm talking about the hate, the Tennessee hate, though.
Yeah,
that's not what I heard. But, I'm glad to see you got somebody in there finally representing the big orange.
Enough.
Brother Pumpkin. He looks like a damn pumpkin in here.
I know.
All y'all Tennessee haters, it's finally good to get somebody in there representing. Even though the man's from Columbia, Tennessee, and don't know where Buc-ee's is at.
What's
so
up
I'm
with
kind of
that?
worried about him on that.
How long's Buc-ee's been there in Columbia?
Shoot, longer than I've been alive. I'm 51.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I'm 15 years
When
older.
did you leave?
I left in 81, so it's been a long time.
Well, but Buc-ee's was there.
Yeah.
Time to take your pills, Pogue.
Maybe it was something else.
Post-fam.
Maybe it was by another name or something.
No, Damon, you just didn't know. You drove by. It's right on. What's it right on the Highway 31W, right? Right, the main drag.
Back here.
You probably drove through it
Is
1,400
that you talking about
times.
the hamburger place, like
Little Meat and 3 there. What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Meat 3.
And it's on what street?
Right across from the Daily Herald.
Do you know where the newspaper office is?
That restaurant. Buc-ee's. Okay. Yeah. It's right there on the corner up there.
You
right.
know what? It's a good thing I don't carry a gun right now, okay? Because I'd shoot you in the foot.
Well, when I was young, we didn't eat a lot of those restaurants because my dad was a preacher, so we ate out of town. We were out of town all the time, so we never went to go to those restaurants. But
Well, I thought you said because they
well, that too.
Because they didn't have liquor.
No, because the color of the liquor might have caused it.
I got you. Well, I don't know.
Happy New Year, guy. I'm just glad somebody's in there representing the big orange.
Enjoy Nico throwing 4 interceptions and losing a Citrus Bowl game.
Kevin, you hear that evil talking man over there?
They're just haters.
No,
just
me and Mulehead like to
haters
because they can't beat us.
Me and Mulehead like to get under each other's skin. That's all. It's a little thing we got going on.
Is that why he called you Mulehead? Because you from Muletown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, why else?
Are
you kidding me?
Hey, real quick.
Just making sure.
Hey, real quick, John.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
Have you ever met my friend Click?
Click? Oh, you hung up on me.
Are
Okay.
we doing this?
Taking a page out of Chris Sanders' book.
Sanders.
Okay. Hey, all right. Hey, Mulehead, I know you're still listening. Your receipt's coming, buddy.
Oh, wow. That was,
your receipt. You got a receipt coming.
Smooth how you did that, too.
Okay.
We're not starting this. We're hanging up on people as a joke. I'm just putting the foot down right now. My name's first.
Absolutely. Your name is first on the marquee.
Chris Sanders started it.
I know.
Right? Just hanging up on this. Well, and he's done it on other
Chris
shows
Sanders
too.
can do it. Mulehead cannot.
Well, he just did. He
Not
just
anymore.
did.
Only the producer can hang up on it.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. Be back and wrap this thing up.
Oh, is that what we get ready to do?
Just hit the break.
Okay.
With
We'll
13
be back
locations
after these
nationally, including Smyrna, Star Leasing Company is a semi-trailer one-stop shop and the perfect place to build a career as a semi-trailer mechanic. Seeking candidates with all levels of experience, Star Leasing Company has a semi-trailer technician trainee program with sign-on and quarterly bonuses and other opportunities such as $1,000 for having a yearly physical. Package also includes 401k with company match, health, dental, and vision insurance, competitive pay with weekly paychecks, and paid holidays and time off. Star Leasing Company, not your typical semi-trailer leasing company. It's starleasing.com to learn more.
In Tennessee, 967,430 people struggle with hunger, and 295,570 of them are children. That's 1 in 7 who struggle with hunger, and 1 in 5 are children. People who are hungry are not necessarily living on the streets. They may be in your child's classroom, in your neighborhood, or just down the street. In addition, many of these people live in food deserts, which are areas more than 10 miles from the nearest grocery store. Often there are limited resources to get food, and the only option is fast food or convenience markets. While processed food may help with hunger pangs, it provides little to no nutrition. What began in 2008 as a dream to buy land, grow food, and give it away has recently developed into a way to serve and impact more individuals in the community. God has blessed our mission to be a healthy food source to those in need so much, By Faith Farm had to create a nonprofit to continue meeting the need in the community on a larger scale. Visit byfaithfarm.com to get involved. That's byfaithfarm.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-617-0239. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-617-0239. That's 800-617-0239. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
In a single moment, everything can change. When a player's sudden cardiac event brought a national football game to a halt, it shone a spotlight on the importance of CPR readiness. Now, with youth sports in full swing, the American Heart Association is rallying parents and coaches to be ready in an emergency. To be ready, learn hands-only CPR. It's a skill anyone can learn in minutes. Visit heart.org/hands-only-CPR and become a lifesaver today.
It's a Bill Keane Show.
We created a rule decades ago on the show. Weddings, things of that nature, during the playing portion, do not get consideration. No. Don't do that. Weddings are meant for the spring. They do not get consideration during the playing portion of the season. That's just the way we work it around here. That's the way we play it around here.
Weekday mornings beginning at 6 on Sports Radio 560 on 95.9 FM.
Welcome back live to the Strike and Spare Studios. Call or text at 615-844-5600. The Greg Pogue and John Burton Show.
So you two are going to do a podcast now? You're buddied up over here?
Oh, yes. It's my new best friend, man. Treats me better than you do.
Hey, JB and the Brother Pumpkin.
JB and the King. Too blessed to be stressed.
I like it.
There you go.
Done.
What?
That's my
JB,
saying.
Too blessed to be stressed.
Be stressed. That's right. That's my saying on my gospel thing. Too blessed to be stressed by any negative test. Too anointed to be disappointed. Too strong to go wrong. Watch out now.
There you go.
You wasn't ready for that.
No, you're right.
I don't have problems. I just have more work to do. Right?
Speaking of that, I'll be working tonight. We've got TSU men's basketball, 7:15 pregame, 7:30 the tip-off. OVC basketball. conference play gets underway throughout the league tonight. And for 9 straight weeks, 18 games leading up to the OVC tournament up in Evansville that first week of March. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Getting out and do a little basketball. Basketball, Jones?
This game is about as boring.
Oh, yeah, Boston College 3-0 over SMU early in the second period. Oh, one thing, notice this. Both teams are on the same sideline. How about that? Both.
Yeah, I was wondering how the configuration would be at Fenway Park for a football game.
We'll see how the teams go all the way. They go from the 40 all the way down to the goal line. And then there's 20 yards between 40 to 50 on each side between the teams, and then going each way from the 40 to the end zone respectively are where the teams are on the same side. That's weird. You got to put a substitute. If you're at the 2-yard line, you got to have that guy with substitutions run what? 50 yards? 50 yards, right? 60 yards. From the 40 to the 2 is 58 yards.
Because I was wondering what the configuration. And it's raining sloppy there. Jeez, cold. But the Ponies have a goal to go here. Let's see if they can punch it in. At the goal, a touchdown. SMU. 6-3, extra point pending.
This play-by-play not approved by ESPN.
That's right.
Oh, man. Yeah.
What happens if they have a fight like these games? They ended it.
Did you see that one the other day? yeah. I forget which bowl that game or bowl game that was, or what team.
Eastern Michigan came in and just cold clocked the South Alabama player while he was singing the alma mater.
And then he apologized. I'm sorry.
Well,
my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know how bad it is. You get banished from Eastern Michigan, where they send you.
You might not want to go.
Yeah, they'll send you to Western Michigan.
You might not want to go to the other team's huddle by yourself either to start a fight.
Now, this was after the game.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
He was alone.
Oh, he was out by himself. He got the crap beat out of him. He'd been deservedly so. That's a weird angle on the. They don't even have it on the extra point kick. The angle's off to the side too.
Like rugby.
Look at that crowd.
They're gonna throw. Yeah,
what a crowd.
Uh-huh. All right, TSU basketball tonight. 7:15 pregame. Albert Dawson and myself. 7:30 to tip off right here. You in here, Mr. Pumpkin? All right, cool. We'll talk to you later. BP. He's BP.
And we'll see you tomorrow on Friday Night Live.
Y'all heard it. John Burton in the house, baby.
Picking with the pickers tomorrow morning. A lot of things going on, everybody. The McFarlands this afternoon for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Today
definitely.
at 2 o'clock. Y'all call
maybe tomorrow,
in.
too.
I want to hear from those people that hadn't called.
And that they care really about the calls.
Yeah, I think.
Jim on next.
560 AM, 95.9 FM, Brentwood, Nashville, 107.9 FM, Smyrna, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
the final Thursday night football game of the year tonight, and Joe Flacco maintained his momentum in the year of the backup quarterback, a guy who was mowing his lawn 6 weeks ago, has an opportunity to clinch in a playoff berth for Cleveland with a win over the battered Jets. 4 more bowl games today. One of them stands out to me for a reason that some of you will find entertaining. I know that a lot of this show comes down to rhythms and habits. We are a community within the jungle. So on a Thursday, you're thinking, I need big feedbacks. But only the Hall of Fame syndrome has the opportunity to listen to our friend James Kelly mangle the English language and give you the stone cold rocks. But even though I can't do that kind of segment, can't bring you anything nearly that compelling, coming up in the second hour of the program, hour number 1, wide open. Hopefully by now, you know my approach. I never bludgeon you with guests. The goal is to be interactive. We'll get to your tweets coming up in 20 minutes. That's BW Weber with 2 B's. Your phone number is iconic and hasn't changed for decades. 1-800-636-8686. Email still a possibility. RoadOutTech.com. In the next hour, at 1:40 Eastern Time, we'll get you the view from Vegas if you're interested in sports wagering with the Thursday night NFL game coming up and all of these meaningless balls prior to the ones that matter on New Year's Day. We'll check in with Tim Murray. He's a VC host. Final hour of the program, a timely conversation with an old friend, a former radio partner of mine. This guy has, in my mind, been overlooked for far too long to get that gold jacket he deserves and got excellent news last night. My friend Eric Allen, the former Pro Bowl NFL quarterback who signed for the Eagles, Saints, and Raiders, found out he's one of 15 finalists for the Hall of Fame. We'll get his reaction, and then we'll talk about how he sees things developing for Russell Wilson, how about the silver and black, because he's a broadcaster for the Raiders, as Antonio Pierce already did it by virtue of what was a bizarre game on Christmas, but the Raiders win nonetheless as they punched the Raiders Chiefs in the face. We'll get the view from EA coming up final hour of the show. We're jumping right in with Russell Wilson conversation. I always do my best to acknowledge that even with my large ego for no reasons, this is not a one-man proposition. The great Chuck Savage on the other side of the glass is multitasking. No TV today, meaning, and I know my weaknesses, I'm going to be even louder, more caffeinated because I'm clutching this microphone directly now against my belly. I'm right on top of this thing before Jack is writing the letters. Jack is also going to screen your phone calls. Let's be candid. I don't take a ton of calls, but maybe Jack can execute 3 things at the same time. The trifecta, 1-800-636-8686. And when we get to your tweets coming up now in 15 minutes, as I'm filibustering way too much. I was going through the bowls today. Fenway Park Bowl, Pinstripe Bowl, Alamo Bowl, that's going to be watchable tonight. If you're not paying attention, get this out. Jump-started the Arizona football program. It's a top 15 matchup for the Wildcats and Oklahoma. There's something called the Pop-Tarts Bowl that they play later today in Orlando. It's NC State and Kansas State. It occurred to me in real time just a couple minutes ago, and maybe this is something that's a byproduct of another fabulous year in review when Jim was kind enough to revisit just how entertaining he found it to be. And I had never been to a Chick-fil-A prior to the fall, and that is true, and I'm not going back, folks, to why we're not on TV. Lean and me, at least that's the story I'm telling myself. I had never had a Pop-Tart. I don't know why. Maybe I was the victim of parents who just would not placate a kid who wanted to eat whatever he could get his hands on. But you move beyond that frame in your life where you can have access to Oreos and Captain Crunch, whatever you want to do. I've never had a Pop-Tart. I don't know what necessarily I'm missing, so I'm not going to turn the program into what are exotic foods you've never consumed, but because I try to be forthright with you folks, and I'm going to throw some trouble out there in the waters of social media, you can interpret that any way you want. I've also only had a single cup of coffee my entire life. I don't like warm beverages. And with that, I'm not feeling to myself, let's get to Russell Wilson. So, I was on here yesterday, around the same time. I wasn't cheating on Jim, but I had other roles on Playing Sports Media. And I was laying out the case prior to Alan Schefter breaking the news that Sean Payton had informed the Broncos Russell's run was over. Now, we didn't say it that directly, probably shouldn't, because we know that to be true. But in the short term, the decision made to bench Russ and go with Jarrett Stidham. And I was thinking then about what am I missing here? Could this all be a flex to get Russ to renegotiate the deal? Because we know this is primarily about money. And by now, because we have roughly 24 hours to digest this story, I'm glad that we're in for Jerome. 1-800-636-8686. No guests this first hour of the show. We'll get the sports gambling perspective coming up for the next hour. We're checking with Tim Murray of Beasley. You can hit me up on Twitter. That's BWNever. Wherever we keep it, your reaction is pending. This is all primarily about money, because now we're all becoming capitalists and known that Russell Wilson's gargantuan contract doesn't kick in until next year. The Broncos made the trade to get Russ from Seattle, which will go down as now top 3, top 5, however you want to dissect it, among the worst trades in NFL history. Right there with the Herschel Walker deal, not as bad as the Sean Watson deal, but close. But when that deal was consummated, this avalanche of money that was pushed in Russell's direction wasn't due to kick in until next year. Guaranteed $39 million for next year. Had he gotten hurt over the final 2 games of this year, another $37 million would come due. That's his salary for 2025. So that's clearly what's going on here in terms of the short-term motivation. And for Sean Payton to somehow try to sum this up as a competitively driven decision that he's looking for the opportunity to put his team in the best position to succeed, that's another direct shot at Russ, making him the fallback. And I realize the Broncos have been scuffling as of late. I endured the vast majority of that game, wrapping up the triple-header on Christmas night. And as much as I love the NBA, veteran of hosting Christmas Day shows, that's my background, and doing nothing but NBA on those days in the past. The latest ratings that have come out, and the NBA is still waiting on the particulars of who watched, and the number was small, the game between the Warriors and the Nuggets, where Jokic shot 18 free throws against Steph's nearly 1 free throw attempt, and Steve Kerr called that disgusting. Well, disgusting could also sum up the NBA's ratings. NFL destroyed them at the end, 10 times the audience, so mark it down. Next Christmas Day, whoever I'm coming in for, even though it's going to be a Wednesday because of the leap year, there will be an NFL game. The league threw out the flush last week saying, well, we're calling board Tuesdays and Wednesdays because of consecutive competition. That is all nonsense. Given just how enormous these ratings have been, and were validated too big the other day, we're going to have more football coming up, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But in terms of window dressing, in terms of speed, for Sean Payton to say this is about competitive rationale and trying to get the best alignment for his team to keep their minute playoff hopes alive, less than 10%. To take Russ off the field is another metaphoric slap in his face. Because clearly, this is about a power struggle that Sean Payton was always destined to win because he has the hammer. And the hammer is playing time. And, after the fact, Sean Payton was disingenuous on the time. How about my forthright? You want to have it in plain English? He didn't tell us the truth. Now, it's not stunning. The majority of these coaches, if they were not in their profession, would be sales guys trying to get you to buy a lousy Volvo from 1988. I remember Sean sitting down with Jim on Radio Row in Arizona was not even a traditional, if things are going to work, it was a road. He was saying it was a done deal. We're going to get on the same page. He's every cliche that you could think of, but his entire pitch was, this is going to work. Well, it hasn't worked, although I got to give that team credit for having a degree of pride and some professionalism. Remember, when they got annihilated by the Dolphins, who had 70 points on them, brought up better than 700 yards of total offense, felt like the season was over. They rebounded from 1-5. They got back into legitimate playoff